Just a Zulu man.
When Saddam Hussein laughed at death, the trial and execution of Saddam Hussein. So this is an execution of the leader of, I don't know, Afghanistan or Iran or Iraq. Let's see. Oh, this is him. That's him over there being executed. I think he was hung on a rope or something.
The world expected to see a broken tyrant begging for his life. They wanted him to tremble.
Ooh. I wonder who took this footage, bro. It's bad quality, which is why I think it was a hidden camera.
Wanted him to cry, but in that execution chamber, the script was flipped.
Yo, so the guy asked them, is this your bravery? While he was dying, he was asking them, is this your bravery? On top of that, he's laughing.
Saddam Hussein didn't scream. He didn't plead.
Pictures released from the execution of former Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein. Where was he executed? I'm pretty sure it was the US. Oh, my eyes giving me
Instead, he looked his executioners in the eye and smiled. In his final seconds, he delivered a line so cutting, so defiant, that it haunts his enemies to this day. What gave a man standing on the gallows the audacity to laugh at death? That defiance didn't start at the end. It began the very moment.
Oh, this is brutal, bro. This is brutal. Imagine seeing a picture of yours like this when you are being captured. This guy is happy now, but I'm sure years later he was looking at this picture and said he was not dead here, obviously, because he was executed later.
He was caught. After his capture, Saddam Hussein was taken to a heavily guarded US military base near Baghdad. When Hussein was taken to the very
I need this, bro.
moment he was caught. After his capture, Saddam Hussein was taken to a heavily guarded US military base near Baghdad. When CIA officers entered for questioning, Saddam didn't look afraid, only calm, almost amused.
This guy's badass. Laughing at death in the face.
One investigator asked him, "Are you really Saddam Hussein or one of his doubles?" Saddam smiled faintly and replied, "You are looking at the real Saddam Hussein. There is only one Saddam." By mid-2004, the stage was set for his public trial.
Oh, that's a long time ago, 2004. I was 13 years old, I was young. I was young back then.
Saddam Hussein's first hearing took place on July 1st, 2004. When asked by the judge to identify himself in his first appearance before an Iraqi judge, he boldly answered,
What if I could build my ideal hiring app with Base 44?
Oh, these ads are annoying.
Hiring is chaotic.
That's why I haven't been reacting in a long time. I have to deal with the network and stuff and a lot of ads.
He questioned the legitimacy of the tribunal set up to try him. He called the court.
See, the network is gone. This guy knew the law in and out, but they still executed him though. Let's go on.
A play aimed at George Bush's chances of winning the US presidential election. He emphatically rejected charges against him. He said, "This is all theatre. The real criminal is Bush."
I hear Bush had a personal vendetta against this guy since the 90s. I don't know if that's true or not, But I hear here the personal vendetta, the Bush family as a whole.
Also during the arraignment, Saddam defended Iraq's August 1990 invasion of Kuwait and referred to Kuwaitis as dogs who were trying to turn the women of Iraq into... Saddam defended Iraq's August 1990 invasion of Kuwait.
Oh, these guys have been around. For 1990 they invaded Kuwait.
And referred to Kuwaitis as dogs who were trying to turn the women of Iraq into cheap prostitutes.
What are they saying here? We went to defend Iraq's honor. When Kuwaitis said that Kuwaitis will make Iraqi women 2-penny prostitute, we went to restore the historical borders from those Kuwaiti dogs. Saddam Hussein is still on for hearing. The judge objected to Saddam's choice of word.
On the 19th of October 2005, Saddam's second hearing took place. And this time...
July, August, September, October. Oh, so he stayed in there for months before he got his second hearing.
He crossed every limit of disrespect.
Oh, this guy, if it wasn't for America, neither you or your father would bring me to this trial. Neither you nor your father would bring me to a place like this.
تنطينا اسمك لو لا؟
لا ما انطيك اسم. لأنه اسمي معروف للعراقيين وللعالم. وعاش شعبنا العظيم وأمتنا المجيدة. وعاش المجاهدون. صيحوا الشاهد.
Listen to this guy. I wish I was old to witness this guy trial live. Listen to what he's saying. Hit that hammer on your head, telling the judge. Man, I don't know if Saddam was a good person or a bad person, bro. Or his country is one of those countries the US ruined and painted him the bad guy. Hit that hammer on your head.
ظل واقف. نتلو قرار الحكم، ظل واقف.
نعم.
واقف نتلو قرار الحكم. استمع إلى قرار المحكمة واقفة.
اسمع القرارات.
إيه واقفة.
Doesn't want to stand up, bro. They can tell him while he's sitting down. There's no difference.
لا
قاعد.
أوقف. وقفوا.
جالس. يلا لا تطويل.
يلا جوزوا.
Oh, so they forced him to stand down.
جوزوا منا. جوزوا منا. جوزوا منا.
لا تطويل. حكي وياك.
Oh, this guy was hot-headed, bro. This guy was hot-headed. He was the president of Iraq. All the president of Iraq are doing something. In Iran.
قررت المحكمة الحكم على المدان صدام حسين المجيد بالإعدام شنقا حتى الموت لارتكاب
عيش
قتل
الشعب.
عمد.
Yo. No, bro, the US influenced this, bro. He still shouted, long live our people, even though they were sentencing him to death.
كجريمة ضد الإنسانية وفق المادة 12 أولا أليف بدلالة المادة 12 أولا ثانيا ثالثا رابعا من قانون المحكمة الجنائية العراقية.
Oh, this guy had it. He's had enough now.
رقم 10 لسنة 2005 وحددت العقوبة وفق أحكام المادة 406 أليف من قانون العقوبات رقم 111.
Oh, every time the judge reads something, he shouts his own thing. Down with the collaborators, down with the traitors. Long live our people, long live our nation.
سنة 1969 المعدل بدلالة المادة 24 من قانون المحكمة الجنائية العراقية العليا رقم 10 لسنة 2005 قرارا حضوريا وبالاتفاق. ثانيا الحكم على صدام حسين مجيد
نحن أهلها
بالسجن 10 سنوات لارتكاب إبعاد السكان وفق المادة 12 أولا بدلالة المادة 15 أولا ثانيا ثالثا رابعا من قانون المحكمة الجنائية العراقية العليا رقم 10 لسنة 2005، وحددت العقوبة استنادا لأحكام المادة 421 باب من قانون العقوبات رقم 111 لسنة 1904.
I wonder what this guy did so bad, bro. I need to go back and react to other videos and just see what the hell did he do so bad.
26 من قانون المحكمة الجنائية العراقية العليا لسنة 2005 قرارا وبالاتفاق
كل الذين انحرفوا
المجيد بالسجن 10 سنوات لارتكابه التعذيب كجريمة ضد الإنسانية وفقا لأحكام المادة 12 أولا واو بدلالة المادة 15 أولا ثانيا ثالثا رادة العقوبة استناد.
I wonder what were the charges, bro. Yo, they read him a long thing and he just kept on disturbing each and every one of them.
لأحكام المادة 333 من قانون العقوبات رقم 111 لسنة 1969 المعدل قرارا بدلالة المادة 24 من العليا رقم 10 2005.
الله أكبر.
رابعا تنفذ العقوبة الأشد بحق المدان استنادا لأحكام المادة
والموت يا
142 من قانون العقوبات رقم 111 لسنة 1990
It looks like he really loved his nation, bro. Yo.
قرارا حضوريا قابلا للتمييز في.
The verdict: death by hanging. Saddam Hussein's death sentence came from a single brutal episode in his rule, the Dujail massacre. He was found guilty of ordering the arrest, torture and execution of 148 Shia civilians.
Yes. When was this? This was in 1982 during a visit to the small Shia-dominated town of Dujail. An assassination attempt was made on Saddam Hussein. The attack failed and Saddam survived. In retaliation, Saddam Hussein executed 148 Shia men. Yo! So they tried to take him out. They failed. He fought back.
After an attempted attack on his motorcade. It was this massacre, more than anything else, that ultimately led the court to sentence him to death. After being sentenced to death, he requested...
so that was just that one thing. Had he not retaliated, maybe he'd still be alive and an old man. He was 60. 2004 he was 60. 2024 he would have been 70. He would have been 80 2 years ago. 2024. Maybe alive, I don't know. And telling stories, going to podcasts. Because we need the knowledge from the horse's mouth at this point.
Requested that he be executed by firing squad instead of hanging.
لابد أن نصدر حكم على صدام حسين ويكون الحكم بالإعدام. فتذكر أنه صدام حسين عسكري. لابد أن نصدر.
To sentence him to death. More than anything else, that ultimately led the court to sentence him to death. After being sentenced to death, he requested that he be executed by firing squad instead of hanging.
لابد أن نصدر حكم على.
No, he requested his own method of death, bro. So they didn't grant it because they wanted him. They didn't want him to go out in victory. They just wanted to disrespect him and allow him to go out in their way, not his way.
صدام حسين ويكون الحكم بالإعدام. فتذكر أنه صدام حسين عسكري. الحكم بالإعدام يصير عليه رميا بالرصاص وليس شنقا مثل أي مجرم عادي.
He argued that this was the proper military punishment for a former commander-in-chief of the Iraqi armed forces. The court rejected his request.
Oh, so he was in the army and then climbed the rank.
Without hesitation. During his final hours, Saddam Hussein remained openly...
Wait, only had 2 trials in November, in July, 1st July, I think, in October. And then he was executed.
Defiant. Witnesses recalled him repeatedly shouting, "Down with the invaders!" Just before the execution, one of the officials asked Saddam.
So they have masks on. The reason they have masks on, because I've watched a lot of history, bro. I did history in school. When they're executing you with masks on, it's not that they're scared of the public. In case, in future, the whole thing is deemed, the whole thing is overturned and is deemed illegal. The execution and the charges and the verdict and everything and the procedural, the court procedure. In case it is all overturned, these men in mask will not be identified. So these men in mask, they are not in any paper. If you go to any of these countries and find the people that are executing other people, they are not in any paper. It's the same as executing with a firing squad. They get 5 people who are going to shoot you, and only 4 of them have bullets. One bullet, one bullet, one bullet, one bullet. The 5th one doesn't have a bullet, but they don't know. The shooters don't know which one doesn't have a bullet, so they just scrambles the gun and give it to them. So when the whole thing's overturned in the future, they will never know who exactly of these 5 people made the shot, made the killing shot. So that's how it works. These guys are never on paper.
Whether he felt any fear or regret, Saddam lifted his chin and replied calmly, "No, I am a soldier, and I fear nothing for myself. I have spent my life in jihad and resisting aggression. Anyone who walks this path must not be afraid." According to those present, Saddam appeared calm, proud, and openly scornful toward his captors. As he was brought to the gallows and the noose was prepared, Saddam raised his voice. "Allahu Akbar, the Muslim Ummah will be victorious. Palestine is Arab." He also urged Iraqis to continue fighting the American forces, even
I think they are still fighting to this day. They are still fighting.
his final moments. Once the rope was placed around his neck, several guards, supporters of the Shia cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, began shouting. Saddam laughed, mocking them, and asked,
So some of the Shia men were there to witness justice. When did it happen again? It was 1985. So this was like 20 years after he killed the Shia men, and the other Shia men showed up to see justice. And Saddam just laughed. It looks like he had the last laugh, because he really believed that this is how he should die, and they gave it to him. Do you consider this bravery? So according to him, bravery is when you face him. That's how it works in the military world. You face someone, you fight someone hand to hand. So hanging him when he's unarmed is not considered bravery.
The room then split between two prayers. Some guards recited a Shia invocation while Saddam recited the Sunni version. At one point, an observer yelled, Saddam immediately shot back, "To the hell that Iraq has become today." Another masked guard shouted at him, "You destroyed us, you killed us, you made us live in misery." Saddam answered without hesitation, "I saved you from misery.
It looks like he was answering every question. Every question, every case, he had the answer to it.
Destroyed your enemies, the Persians and the Americans." Watching the chaos, Deputy Prosecutor Munkith al-Faroun intervened, telling the guards, At that moment, Saddam began to recite his final declaration of faith, saying, "There is no God but Allah." But just as he was about to say, "And Muhammad is his messenger," the executioner released the trapdoor. Saddam was not allowed to finish the kalma. After several minutes, a doctor approached, placed a stethoscope on his chest, and listened. There was no heartbeat. The rope was cut. His body was placed in a coffin. Saddam Hussein was gone. The people standing around the gallows erupted into cheers. Shouts filled the room. To them, this brutal end was Allah's justice. History doesn't repeat, it hides. Subscribe to Roger History.
Oh, bro. This guy was a menace. Saddam Hussein. Rest in peace to him, by the way. I'll just go and watch other history videos and see his trade, bro. I need to see his trade. So like, share, and subscribe. Let's go to another video.